I'm Jimmy Jam.
I'm Terry Lewis, and we're here rocking it with Cincinnati's own
with B-Boys Underground.
B-Boy, where the fuck you at?
Chillin' in the club in my B-Boy stand.
I get it poppin' on the block like a B-Boy.
B-Boy,
Chillin' from the underground. Chillin' in the club.
What's good? What's good? What's goody? It's your buzzer cousin Ghost Boogie. Look, check it out.
Chillin' from the underground.
Yes, y'all. It's B-Boys Underground. We are episode number 28. Yeah, 28, man. And we got a great episode. We got Stingray in the house, y'all. Looking forward to it. Let's get into our co-host. We got the one and only Big Weez in the house. What's good, fam?
What's poppin', world? Ready to get into this new interview. Talk a little bit of good shit. And keep it pushing. Let's do this.
Hell yeah. And then, of course, we've got the one and only G-Fresh. What's good, fam?
What's going on, everybody? Coming straight out of Cincinnati. Yeah, another day, another dollar and 28. Here we come. Yo, tune in. Represent Basement Flavor. Black Sheep. Shout out, brother.
Oh, snap. I remember
The
Basement
old
Flavor.
video show.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Black Sheep, man. I remember kicking it with homie back in the day. Man, that's a good dude right there, man. Shout out to Black Sheep. Shout out to Basement Flavor. That's a dope shirt, man. I need that. I need one of those. Black Sheep, holler at me. But until the meantime, we got the one and only. We got Stingray in that house. What's good, fam?
What up, man? Stingray, First Kings Entertainment in the building, man. Great to be a part of this podcast and, connect with all of y'all, man. So it's all love.
Hell yeah, man. And if y'all don't already follow Stingray, well, here is your invitation and letting you know that you got to do it. And we're going to put all the links in the chat so everybody knows exactly what's going on and they can get down with the get down. Again, we are B-Boys Underground. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new here, please, we beg you, we ask you, because we have to, because the algorithm, the almighty algorithm tells us that we have to. So what we're going to say is, please hit like, follow, subscribe, all that stuff. And look, you don't even have to do it right now. We just ask you to, like, on your way out the door, if you enjoyed what you watched, then please do all those things, man. We know we got to earn your respect, but we're here linking all the underground hip hop communities together across the globe. It's your one-stop shop for underground hip hop. B-Boys Underground. Salute. Happy May 1st, y'all. It's May 1st. Y'all ready for Cinco de Mayo and May the 4th and all that stuff?
Yes, sir.
Y'all
Yes,
celebrating
ma'am.
that stuff?
All right, let's get it
I'll
going.
be at home chilling.
Hell yeah.
Same here. Nothing special.
Time flying. It's already May.
Man, think about that. You just said something too, because that's true. I mean, it's May, fam, and it feels like we just were in January, man.
Yeah.
I'm with it. Let's keep it.
A lot of stuff happening in the world today.
Yeah.
So keep everyone distracted. And again, so Stingray, tell us a little bit about, like, what we really want to know for sure is, tell us about how you started with hip hop, like your origin story, what inspired you, what was the first, and again, what was your first memory of hip hop? Like, what is your first memory that you associate to hip hop?
Wow. Well, I would have to say, just seeing the videos and stuff like that, you know what I mean? From the very beginning, you know what I mean? From rappers as early as, Run DMC, LL to Rakim and Slick Rick, and so as soon as we could, like see videos, of those things, I think that was like the definitely the most influential, period, in terms of like influencing me to want to be a part of hip hop, like in terms of just joining that, that musical movement. Because I always wrote, I wrote poetry, as a kid, from the beginning, so I never knew that it would, I never thought about it being an artist, like at first, and they just kind of, moved into that, and whatnot. Like I did talent shows, stuff like that, and I was singing and stuff like that when I was younger, but I was more of an athlete too. So playing ball and all that kind of stuff. And and
Football, basketball,
basketball, the baseball
right.
and basketball, and you know,
Was you nice with it?
oh yeah, I still can play. Yeah, I still can
Oh, you
play.
still can play.
Oh yeah,
Right
oh
on.
yeah, oh
Hey,
yeah, yeah. I always be.
my knees just start aching here and there. I wish I could. I'm sitting here copying on my pop's old tapes from high school and college. I'm like, yeah, I can't do that no more. Salute
Yeah,
to
yeah,
you.
yeah. I still got a little some kick. Still got some
Some in
kick
the
going.
tank. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah. And so yeah, it just ended up happening where it just that opportunity just came to me, man. You know,
Oh
and
man.
it yeah, it was actually a situation like you know, it's an actor named Wood Harris. Y'all might know him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
You know, and he kind of was an influence, you know, for me getting into music, into rapping. Actually,
Oh,
be
tell
be
us
honest
about
with
that.
you. Well, you know, one time, you know, early on because he was rapping, you know, heavily more so before acting. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
And and so yeah, he was doing shows around Chicago and opened up for Kane and quite a few people and different stuff like that. So I remember, you know, one time, you know, we were all playing basketball and intramurals and all of that stuff. And one time he had wrote something about me, like a battle, you know what I mean, like about me. And then I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna write something. I'm gonna write something about you, you know, saying you. I'm coming back for that, you know what I mean. And so I wrote something, you know what I mean. And then when I brought it back to him, you know, and recited, like, you know, I recited everything that I wrote. He was like, man, you wrote this, you know. And I was like, yeah. He was like, if you wrote this, man, you know, you got talent, man. You should think about rapping, you know. And that was the beginning. That was the seed. That was the seed
That's,
when I first started thinking about it. Wood Harris. Yep.
shout out to
Interesting.
Wood
Yeah.
Harris, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a
Yep.
legend with in
Yeah,
acting.
man. Yeah,
Regards
yeah.
to
He kind of came on like when
Him and
when I
him and his brother.
yeah, yeah. But I stayed. I lived with them when I left Chicago for the music. You know, I stayed with him and Wood. You know, with his brother, with Steve and Wood in New
Yeah.
York.
yeah.
You know, before I got on my feet and moved on my own. So he was like, you know, he used to always tell me, Ray, you know, Ray, you need to come down, man. You know, and I was be like, I ain't do it at first, but then after a while, you know, I really felt like it was something I should do as far as the music. And I left, you know, Illinois. I left Chicago for New York and stayed with them.
That's dope, though, man. And shout out to Wood Harris again, man, because I mean, again, he's above the rim, wire. I mean, it goes on. It just goes
Yeah,
on. I mean, belly, right? You know,
yeah.
Yeah.
belly,
Him and
Above the rim.
Steve. Steve
above
was
the
in
rim, though.
he
Yeah,
was in a lot of New York undercovers. He was in the what was he? He was the one
He was a '90s and 2000s movie icon when it came to hip hop movie. You
what's the
know,
one though with Wesley
paid in
Snipes?
full. Oh, you talking about oh, okay. I don't know
oh
about Wesley
shit,
Snipes.
Sugar Hill. Sugar
what
Hill. I
Sugar
think that
Hill?
was
Well, that was
Steve.
Steve. That was
Yeah.
Yeah,
Steve.
yeah. Yeah, I was bringing Steve up
Okay.
too because he was the older brother. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Did you ever? Were you talking to him when he? Did you still connect with him like when he was acting?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, the first movie he had when I moved to New York was Above the Rim. So that was his first movie at that. That was Wood's first movie at that
Got you.
time. You know what I mean? So
What
yeah,
would he had to
yeah.
say about Pac? Like, where? I mean, that had to been something dope. Like being able to work with Pac. Did he have? Did he share anything with you about that?
I mean, I don't know why, you know, that I don't have a lot of memory of you know, of what he said about Pac. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Because
fair.
he was
That's
because
fair.
and the only reason I say that also is because that was like his first movie. You know what I mean? So Pac was already Pac,
Yeah.
you
Right.
know, at that time of Above the Rim. But Above the Rim was Wood's first movie. So
Dude, that movie
I don't
was,
have a lot of talk.
man, that movie was huge, man. The soundtrack,
Oh
Death
yeah,
Good.
oh
Row's
yeah.
Yes, I was about to
first.
say the soundtrack
Well,
is
they
really
weren't. That was their
yeah.
second because Murder Was the Case was officially their first soundtrack, but then that followed up spring of '94 that came out like April, May, like right around this time. We're celebrating 30 years of Above the Rim right now as we
Yeah, I
speak,
know. Go
actually, because
figure. I
I
hate to date myself, but yeah.
Damn.
so here's the thing though, like I remember when that package came in the mail and the promo pack, and I remember getting in the car. I was still driving to school. That was my senior year, and that I popped that in and I got to regulate And I will tell you that I skipped school that day, picked all the homies up, and like we blazed out and listened to that whole thing on loop.
Yeah, it was a dope
It's like
soundtrack.
this is crazy. Yeah, from
Yeah.
R&B to hip hop. I mean, CPO
Oh, yeah.
was on. Like they had everybody on there, man.
Yeah, it was dope. It was a dope soundtrack.
Speaking back to you though, sorry, you got me caught up and because you mentioned. I mean, that's something that's important to me and like my hip hop history as far as that's just that whole time period. So that's dope.
Yeah.
So and that's a dope story. I mean, like he's the one that got you to pick up your pen. He made you pick up your pen.
He did. I mean, like he did. Like I said, I wrote poetry already, like as a kid, naturally. You know what I mean? But mostly to the girls. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Or unless I felt a piece. You know what I mean? Like or something. You know, in my heart that I wanted to write about something, and I would write. You know, so but because I was a sports head, you know. As a youngster, you know what I mean, I didn't take the music serious. Like I did like a talent show in 8th grade, and we got a standing ovation like that. We we're singing in that, but it was just, but I didn't think about actually becoming an artist. You know what I'm saying? I was more into sports, and then when I had that connection with Wood, that was kind of like that seed that planted, like to make me think like, man, you should think about rapping. He was the first person to tell me that. You know what I mean? So then I started looking like, whoa, okay, and then it started going from there.
So what was the thing that made you continue from that? Like, so like as you got that bug and you got the feeling for it, and as things progressed, right? What was the thing that made you like, all right, this is I'm kind of nice with this, and we're gonna do this full time now?
Yeah, well, man, I always believed in the writing and stuff like that in my, in that. So I never, I've never doubted myself. I mean, I feel like, even right now, as far as the pen on the paper, I feel like I can deal with anybody, you know what I'm saying, the game, you know what I'm saying, like, with the pen, you know what I'm saying, like, but, to this day, especially now, but at the same time, once I started getting into it, and then as hip hop was developing and becoming a fever, you know what I mean, it was getting hot, you know what I mean, so that just, as far as the movement itself, I got right into it, you know what I'm saying, because as it started, once all of the videos and everything that was happening, because I mean it was a fever, the break dancing, the movies and all that stuff, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, I was sold. Once it started rolling, I knew that this is what I was supposed to do.
Hell yeah, man. So what was your first do you remember like your first time you got in the studio and got to record?
Yeah, actually,
what was that experience like for
you?
That's crazy. Did that make it like, yo, this is it?
That's a good question. You know what I'm saying? That's a good question because it's tripped out, it's very powerful, you know what I mean? Thinking back then, how long ago that was and how that situation came to pass. I was working at a job. I had got a job. I was kind of going through things, trying to find my way, you know what I mean? Got into the streets a little bit, you know what I mean, for a minute, just going through the struggle, trying to, see what was going to shake. And I ended up getting a job. You know what I mean? I remember like, yo, you know what I mean? I remember even praying like, yo, I gotta get a good job. I'm not going to do this. I need a job. You know what I mean? The right type of job, So
Word.
I actually prayed about that. And then I finally got a job. And to make a long story short, the kid that I was working with, I was working on something, called Line 9. I was working at like M&M Mars, a company where they make the Snickers and they make all of that, the Munch and all that stuff.
Yeah,
owned by Pepsi.
Yeah. And I was 20, I mean 21, 2021, something like that. So the kid that I was working with, we was training together. And I had just had my first notebook of rhymes because I was still trying to play ball. I was trying to walk on and go to college, you know what I'm saying, and play ball. So I was and I was in DC at that time, you know what I'm saying, trying to walk on to the District of Columbia, you know what I mean, university. And when that didn't work out, I remember I started writing rhymes. Something said at that time, like, you could write just as good as them, is what you're hearing. And then that was the beginning when I started writing full rhymes. The seed was planted when Wood said what he said. That's when it was in my head. But then at that time, I was still trying to play ball. When that didn't work, it didn't work out. I felt time was getting away from me. Then I started writing rhymes. And so so I had my first notebook. So then by the time I started working at a new job, when I went back home to Illinois, Oak Park, Chicago, I met the kid that I was working with. We was training together on the line, and we got to talking and everything. And I told him, what you do? He's like, I produce. You know what I mean? And I was like, yeah. I'm like, man, okay, man. I got some rhymes. I wrote some rhymes in a book. I want you to check them out, see what you think. And he checked them out, and that ended up being my first recording. I ended up recording with him. You know what I mean, and everything. You know what I mean, and it's just crazy. Like now being, older and just looking back, I see how God was angling me. You know what I mean? Even back then, I had no clue. It ended up being my first recording. And nothing is a coincidence.
That's dope, man.
It's coincidence.
Yeah, I mean, you put that stuff out there in the air, and you put it out there, man, and you, like you said, like what you said earlier, like you try to do good things for people, you get blessed back with good things in turn, So absolutely, man, that's dope, man.
Yeah.
Weed's fresh.
Yeah, I had a question for you, Stingray, because you said you started off as a poet.
All right, hold on, you broke up a little bit.
A lot of musicians start off as
poets. Did you say you cut off? You say poet?
Yeah, they all start off as poets. Like Slick Rick is a famous poet in the industry. Out of those guys, who was your influence when it came to poetry and storytelling in the music industry?
Good question.
Well, I mean, I would say, of course, I would say Run. Run DMC was major influence. You know what I'm saying? But I would definitely say LL was somebody that was definitely also a major influence. You know what I mean? Probably even a little stronger than Run DMC in terms of just everything that L was. You know what I mean? The image, the energy. You know what I mean? And definitely was inspired by that.
Is that current LL or past then LL?
That was past. That was the beginning.
Two different LLs.
Oh yeah, that was the beginning. Yeah, the Rock the Bells, bells. And,
so they the hip hop LL. That high energy, bounce off the wall. Not the I gotta make my lips shiny and try to.
No.
Gotcha.
Stop. Here we go.
Stop.
I mean, like, he, like, it's funny that y'all say that because I was just letting somebody hear the battle because it's, just with these battles, like, I'm not into it. You know what I mean? Like the Kendrick Lamar and Drake and, I heard.
So you're not feeling that? Both. Not feeling it?
Not really. I mean, it's okay. I mean, I think Drake did, honestly, I don't want to be disrespectful towards them or nobody, but I'm not like that. But first of all, like the AI situation, that kind of was annoying. Like why would you leak an AI track from a dude using the topics that he might use in a battle? They kind of messed Kendrick up by doing that. And I think that Drake's people did that. You know what I mean? I don't have no problem saying it because I already said it on Twitter. I think Drake's people did that. And then when Drake came forward and did the AI thing with Tupac, I said, see, you know what I mean? So y'all was using it. You was already using it, this stuff. So you leaked those two, your people leaked these two things to kind of take away from Kendrick's ability to battle you. And what he had to say, it limit what he had to say. I mean,
that's strategic though. That you think about it like that. I've had a lot of shit going on personally, so I haven't been able to focus that much and think about it like you just broke it down, man. But that's Like
Somebody
that's
said Eminem
interesting
did
for them
that.
to
It's a possibility.
Eminem
Yeah.
leaked that on
Yeah, no,
Kendrick.
no. Somebody
Nah.
said that Eminem did that one time in a battle. Like
Right.
I don't know if it was in 8 Mile, the movie, or something like
He
that. That
did.
he rapped all about himself, and then
Well, yeah,
said
that.
all stuff that I think that's where they got it from.
But
But
using
Yeah.
AI to link to do a track like that, that's some chess right there. That's a whole
it
nother
is.
level.
It's you know
I
what?
didn't like it. I didn't like it.
I salute Drake's writers for his diss track.
Exactly.
There you go.
That's exactly who did it. That's exactly who did it.
Because Drake's writers
Exactly
did
who
a
did it.
dope comeback. But I mean, I still like the authenticity of Kendrick because he ain't use all that, and it's Kendrick. It's not someone else
Exactly.
writing his shit. It's
Right.
Kendrick coming at you. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I like the back and forth they got going, even with the AI. I think realness is going to survive and come through because that's what realness is always going to survive in hip hop. So you'll see the fake fade and the real stick. So
Yeah, I'm always a big fan of. I mean, R&B singers, whatever. You have people write your tunes, rapping, MCing. No,
Got to do it on
Yeah,
your
no,
own,
you
bro.
got to write your own,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Well, here,
yeah,
no. I
yeah.
take that back. Here, let me actually let me phrase this properly because us old heads get pegged with gatekeeping and the whole nine, right? And this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna say. To call yourself and to try to compare yourself, call yourself a real MC or compare yourself with a real MC, like from back in the day that actually, was writing. You're not able to do that if you utilize those tools. But as we have said many times on this show, that for hip hop to stay alive, evolution has to happen, right? And we have to embrace evolution how it takes. I mean, we don't have to like it and fuck with it on all levels, but the fact that, hip hop continues to grow and it's finding audiences for different people, I think that's important to keep the culture alive. And the fact that, what we consider like real MCs, I mean, that's the foundation. That's the cornerstone. That is like what we hold sacred, right? And that's the cornerstone. So for us to be like, yo, for you to be an MC, refer to the 10 commandments, right? And there's a hip hop
Absolutely.
10 commandments for each and every facet of hip hop, because we all know that there's multiple facets to hip hop, right? And it's grown past the 5-6 elements that people keep adding more, that people say, it was originally the 4 elements, but now there's the 5th because of knowledge, and now there's other. But all we're gonna say is that, we take it with a grain of salt. It is what it is. I can appreciate it for what it is, but it's not what we
You
consider.
gotta write your own. Unless somebody can get in
You
your
gotta write
head. I
your
mean,
own.
'cause, if you spitting, like somebody in your head and took over your body. I mean, how they gonna say the things? How is somebody saying something to express yourself?
Yeah.
'Cause it's like an
right.
ultimate expression of
Yeah.
yourself. And
Yeah.
like you writing somebody else. Well, I seen him walk down the street. I think he drinks an orange soda. Now I can rap like, nah, now it gotta be you.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing, hip hop, and a lot of people don't get it, don't get this. Like I say, what y'all doing, what I'm saying? Like, we are the hip hop generation. We are the hip hop generation. Everybody else is of the hip hop generation. You know what I'm
Good
saying?
point.
They are
Yeah.
not the hip hop generation. We are the hip hop generation. Everybody else is of the hip hop generation. We not
Came
doing their
forth
music,
from.
they doing our music.
Right.
We built this.
That's a good point.
We make the rules. We the vanguards, you know what I'm saying, of the art form and everything. We understand the essence of how to produce the sound. You know what I'm saying? We will always be the master teachers, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to that. But you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But and so with a lot of these new rappers and new situations, what they trying to do is change the game. You know what I mean? Like, we younger and we, you know what I'm saying, in this situation, you know what I mean? Like, we got the floor now, so we gonna change our rules. It don't work like that. That don't belong to you. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I mean, if you wear LeBrons, you know what I'm saying? That's your generation. I get that. But you ain't, you know what I mean? We wear Jordans. You know what I'm saying? We don't
Yeah.
have no problem. I don't have no problem not wearing LeBrons. You know what I'm saying? If you wear Jordans, you wear our generation shoes. That's our generation. If I'm wearing Jordans, I wear Jordans for the rest of my damn life. You know what I mean? If I want to wear a sweatsuit, I wear a sweatsuit for the rest of my damn life because that's what we wore. Not being young, you're not trying to be a teenager. You wearing the clothes that you grew up with, that you're the most comfortable with. That's your generation of clothes.
And I'll even give you room to bend the rules a little bit, but you can't change them. You know, you can have a little leeway, and it's like, okay, that's still within the parameters, but you trying to change them. So yeah, I feel that statement, man. It's very direct.
Hey, and Arm says, so we've says that there's been MCs who had writers. So absolutely, you're 100.
Oh yeah,
there were old school, there were ghost writers back in the day, no doubt.
See, again, that's the thing that we seem to be getting twisted, like, or people are not understanding. You know, to me, I feel like it's just not being willing to accept the rules of it. You know, nobody said as a star that you can't collaborate or have songs written for you. Like we knew, Eazy-E didn't write. We knew Dr. Dre didn't write, but they didn't lie about it. They didn't lie and say I'm the greatest. I'm the DOC. I'm the ones that you know what I'm saying? They didn't do that. They did their
very
rhymes.
big examples. Yeah,
You know
Ice Cube writes the rhymes that I say.
Yeah, nobody bother you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think we would say, Easy, put the mic down. You shouldn't do nothing. We loved Eazy-E. You know what I mean? His voice was dope. We didn't care that he wasn't writing, but he, what I mean? We didn't care, but he didn't lie about it. Just be honest. If you're not writing and you can't write like that, don't try to front. Okay, so just like
that's
Vanilla
not even
Ice.
A ghostwriter. That's you got a writer. That's not
just
a
be
ghostwriter.
honest.
You act like it's you did it.
Be honest. You know what I mean? When Vanilla Ice, he had his record, you know what I'm saying? Ice Baby. People was rocking to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nobody told your ass to go tell people you wasn't from Malibu. You did that shit. Nobody told you to do that. You could have been like, I'm from Malibu, and people would have been like, yeah, okay, Malibu. You know what I'm saying? Your record was rocking. Your record was rocking.
So I'm
you lied.
I pledged, fraternity. I'm Alpha Phi Alpha. So when he said the Ice Baby, that was our step song from going back to the late '60s. He said he seen School Days or something, and they stole it from me. I said, wait a minute, School Days came out before you dropped, bruh. So we stole it from somebody. He seen some Greek stepping, talking about Ice Baby, to co, and he stole it. So I always had beef with that. Yeah, I was like, man,
I mean, that's cool. I mean, it's inspired by that. I mean, if he was inspired by that or whatever. But
but don't say that they took it from you.
Oh, that was just a scene in the movie. It's not a record.
Yeah. I mean, we stepped that before the movie.
But I'm just saying, like, he didn't have to lie. Nobody cared that you was from the suburbs, dog. You got a big record. You know what I'm saying? Celebrate your record. When he lied, people say, oh, okay. Yeah. Now you a clown. You know what I'm saying? Now they look at you as a clown because they found out you played yourself.
In hip hop, somebody always has the receipts. That's the one thing. They got to know the rules. In hip hop, someone will come forth with the receipts somehow, some way, right? And it'll bubble up. So if you're not fronting and you're not being, but again, as an artist, my advice and my thing is always, if you're not being yourself and you're genuine you, that's gonna show. And people are gonna see through it, right? So, I mean, that's important. That you got to be your genuine self. Right?
Question for you, Stingray. Being going back from your roots to now. I mean, what would you say so far? No, you're not done. What's been your biggest accomplishment when it comes to hip hop? Something you most proud of?
Man, well, I can't say that. I can't say. I'm a ways away from where I want to be or where I think I should be, you know what I mean, when it comes to accomplishments. But, to be honest with you, as strange as it may sound, I would have to say my biggest accomplishment right now, you know what I'm saying, sitting here, is that I didn't quit. I haven't quit. Throughout the pain and the challenges and everything I've had to face in life, you know what I'm saying, from COVID to this, that, and third, and barely slipping, getting women pregnant, and all this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm
You
still
said it,
here.
not
I'm
us.
still here. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
ain't.
buddy.
I'm not. I haven't given up, man. And to me, that's worth more than I can't. God willing, I go on to do everything that I believe I will. You know what I mean? That would be something I would have to thank God for the courage, and the determination, against all odds, and to never quit. You know,
Well, with that
and
said, I mean, what's like immediate, and then long term goals as far as dropping this music?
well. The thing is that of course over time and I would say this will always be something that a 19-year-old 20-year-old would never be able to do. And what they have to realize is that relationships, what I mean, that's one thing that a young a teenager or a 20-year-old, they can't produce overnight. You know what I mean? In order to succeed in music, really almost anything, but especially entertainment, you have to have the years and the time in to build connections that turn into things like this for me. You know what I'm saying? If I blow up off this podcast, you know what I'm saying? It came by way of relationships that I built up over years. You know what I'm saying? And it takes time you know, to build something, and so you have to move into where we are now. You moving about as an artist, no matter what race or who you are, you trying to get a record deal. You know what I mean? Well, you got to deal with being accepted by somebody that's accepting you. It don't really have to do with your talent so much. They have to accept you. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I was almost signed. I had an event where I almost got signed to Jay Prince. Jay Prince was in Chicago and Bushwick Bill, and they was at an event that I performed, and I tore it down. And the people in Chicago that had connected them to come down there. They told me that Jay Prince was, what I'm saying, they was interested in working with me, and they gave me a contract. And when I gave the contract, when I saw, looked at the contract, I said, let me get this checked out. I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna have this looked at, and I'm gonna holler back at y'all. And then his face was like, oh, like what? He was like, he just took it back. Dude, forget about it. Don't worry about it. It's like that.
That
So,
wasn't for you then.
so I'm just saying how things, you go through, and the changes that you go through, different things to try to reach where you're trying to go. Man, it's it's a lot, man. It's a lot to
Yeah.
deal with. A
I
lot to
feel
deal
you.
with, man. So
Well, I applaud you for maintaining and not quitting, because I mean, I know how it is as an artist going down that road. I quit, I retired. So I understand. And then I decided, you know what, this is my passion. So, I'm working on an album for that reason. But I applaud you for sticking through it, brother. And because that edge to want to quit is very close. And you're so easy to walk off that edge and be like, you know what, I can walk away from this and I'm done. So
yeah. I mean, wow. I mean, it's so crazy, man. Because I mean, even when you think about the internet, and what the internet has brought, the internet has given new life to artists we didn't
Yeah.
have before.
Yeah.
right.
You couldn't be in New York and be heard in Colorado without a distribution deal.
Correct.
Absolutely.
You could do a little mom and pop stuff, in your area. You know what I mean? But when the internet came into play, what I'm saying, that was a shift, what I mean, really, of God kind of even in the playing field of life. All tyranny and control will be broken eventually. You know what I'm saying? And so the internet was the beginning, of now the fact that I'm being heard right now as we speak all over the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you are, I am an international recording artist right now. I just ain't got
Yeah.
enough to quit work yet. but but you
I
but
feel
you
you.
are, but you really are. You really
Yeah.
are that.
Right.
If somebody is listening to me in uh Guam, Guam or freaking
Bangladesh.
Bangladesh. Yeah. Somebody listen. If
Let me
one
give you one.
person is listening to you in Bangladesh, all you need is 999,000 more. You got 1 million.
There we go. Hey.
So you got work to do. You got work to do.
You won up.
You know?
Hey.
You can't get those listeners if you don't got no money.
Shout out to Paji in Bangladesh who's checking in. I just sent him on the chat.
Salute.
He said, man, they give a shout out to that Bangladesh.
Yeah.
Word spreading.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Quick shout out to all of the people who's tuned in with us tonight. Al B's for She's.
Yeah.
Thank you for checking in with us. Pete K, thank you for checking in us. Mikey Unlikely, Miss Catherine, Birdie. Soif, I think I said that right. I always butcher that. Candidate Law. Thank you for all of our season 1 guests that's actually tapping in with us now. Thank you for coming back and still rocking with us. We appreciate y'all.
Happy birthday to Candidate Law.
Happy birthday, Candidate Law Beach, y'all. Yo.
I said, man, I know he had a good meal. I know he ate some food. We always talking food, my brother. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
And yeah, so like I was just saying, like the finances too, like as far as once you move into the internet, now you're being seen, or now you have the distribution, it's all about solving problems. What's your problem? My problem was finances. So I had to take the steps, to get that income. And I started getting into business credit and learning. And I started from zero, and now I'm in a financial position to do what I need to do. I have the finances to do what I need to do now. And it came when it came. It happened when it happened. You know what I mean?
That's
So,
dope. That's an important step. You said getting into business credit. That's very dope.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep. And you got to solve the problem. What's the what's stopping you from being, just like a major label? The major label has the money to put your record and video in 50 states at the same time. Till you collect your fans. You know what I'm saying? So you got to take the steps to get the finances that you need. What we was doing was going to the streets for it.
Right.
Because I'm from that. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that, you know what I'm saying? I know of it. I know of that life, and that's how I saw, growing up in a single parent home and not having the understanding, no financial literacy. You know what I'm saying? You only doing what you know to try to solve that problem. You know what I mean? Nobody said nothing about business credit or let me help you get your credit, son, and this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing. So this is why these things happen. And so when the industry, man, I don't want to be long-winded. I mean, but it's so much, it's hard not to say it. I remember when the industry was just changing. They had like a big event and they had a lot of labels coming, and we was going around letting the labels hear our music. And I remember one of the record company, it was Atlantic, Sony, whoever this third, I paid loot to get in there, and they was like, one of the guys from Atlantic, I think at that time, he said, I like this music you got here. He said, you should put it out. I said, put it out? I said, what you mean put it out? Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, he said, yeah, you need to put it out. I said, that's what I'm here for.
Right.
That's why I paid this money so y'all can put it out. You know what I mean? He said, no. He said, they had already changed. And I didn't know it. The labels had already made the change, and we didn't know it. He didn't even tell me, like, no, we ain't doing that no more. But now that I look back, you know what I'm saying? They had already stopped breaking artists and bringing artists in from demos. They was making you at that time.
No more
put your music out. Yep, put your own music out. And I was still trying to pay to get them to listen. You know what I'm saying? And that's when the drug dealing took over hip hop. That's when the hustlers came and took over hip hop, because it was no more skill. It was only the hustlers or the doughboys that had the money to be able to pay, you know what I'm saying, to get heard. When the label stopped messing with people and stopped helping bringing in artists, that's what took over, you know what I'm saying? Took over hip hop. And then we started listening to all the drug dealers, whatever they want to talk about.
Yeah, it was DIY, do it yourself. You're like, if you blow, we'll help you and take some of your money. Yeah, because I noticed it from the record pool standpoint, where they really start looking at charts heavy. They're like, gee, who's this independent on your chart? They raising up, and they want to get in touch with them. So it was like they was using record pools and other outlets, and then the internet to do their A&R work for them. To which we didn't mind. You getting on the chart, you paying attention to our chart and whatnot, but it was like you wasn't really you wanted to see if they was really moving units and getting a buzz, so you can swoop in and after they done the hard work. So that's the changeover. I watched it happen as well. I remember them seminars though when it was like, hey, pay $500 a rap in front of so and so, and then so and so and so and so don't show, and they send like the 18th member down. Yeah, I'm the assistant gets the coffee here. I'm here to scout the music. No, they said Def Jam was gonna be. No, it's Def Am. I'm Def Am.
I'm the 136th chamber of Wu-Tang.
Yeah, right.
Damn.
Yeah, they said proxies.
Right.
Hey, but they collected that money, didn't they?
Shit, man.
Ate lunch with Old Dirty Bastard. I got you.
Yeah, I swept up Interscope's locker room.
Nah, yeah, man. I mean, that's dope. But so as you've gone throughout your career, I would ask you, because there's people that are starting and wanting to get into this, and there's people that have always wanted to get into it, but not necessarily had knowledge, wisdom, insight, or just they're now wanting to get into it. My question to you is, over the period, the span of your life and your career, where you are today, what's the biggest piece of knowledge and insight that you can share in regards to literacy and being an artist and being in hip hop? And just what is it that you can share that you would say is probably the most important lesson that you've learned throughout your journey?
Basically, like, I would definitely say I learned one of the most powerful things I learned over time is that marketing is what breaks records. Marketing is what breaks records. I used to think that, watching TV and you see a record played and all the lights light up, like, the phone, you know what I mean? And you thinking like, oh, okay, as soon as I get my record played, that's what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, no, you gotta market, a record. You know what I mean? And that's one of the major things. Like, as an artist, creating the music is only 40% of it. You gotta have a hit. You gotta make great music, because you can't get off the ground if you ain't got great music. You know what I'm saying? You're dead in the water if you ain't got great music. You know what I mean? And then you gotta go get somebody, to write for you or do whatever you gotta do to get a record. But 60% of it is marketing. If you don't, so you're gonna have to work. You're gonna have to work. You got to work hard. I still got 2 jobs. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta have to work hard until you get the finances to market yourself. You know what I mean? You got, if you can market yourself, you got a chance.
Dope.
It takes money to make money in this industry. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of artists, a lot of underground artists, let's say, that are up and coming artists, don't understand that you have to pay to play. And if you're not willing to do that, you're not going to make it far in this industry. You're not going to be recognized. There's 5 principles to being an MC. You know what I'm saying? And 1 is work ethic. 2nd is branding. 3rd is marketing. 4th is talent. And the 5th is who you know. And if you don't embody those 5 elements as an MC, it's going to be very hard to get off the ground to even be noticed in this industry, besides just locally amongst your group. If you can't embody those 5 things, you can't get out of that element, you're not going to make it too far. because your brand is everything. Because without branding, you can't market yourself, and if you can't market yourself, you're just another person with a microphone rapping.
Pretty much.
Man.
Pretty much.
Absolutely.
It sucks, but it's true. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know,
Fresh Wheeze.
Hard work, man.
Yeah. And DJs use, you know, me and G Fresh was talking about this, how DJs back when hip hop was just breaking, you know what I mean, it was the love of the music, you know what I mean, it was a passion for the music, and so the DJs controlled the new artist, you know what I mean, that was gonna be on top of, or that was breaking into the game, you know what I mean, because they played those records, they played the records that they loved, you know what I'm saying,
Yes.
and they broke those artists. You know what I'm saying? That was before. That was when the love was what spread hip hop. If it started out with money right away, it would have never reached where it did. You know what I'm saying? Because they wouldn't have been able to afford it. If when KRS-One brought the bridges over to Red Alert, if Red Alert was like, I could break this for 10,000. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you give me 10,000 and I got you. You know what I'm saying? That shit would have probably never happened. You know what I mean? Like, they took those records back then. This is hot. I'm playing it, and they broke those artists, and that's what caused it to spread. But as money came into the game, you know what I mean, and you draw more DJs or newer DJs that have more love for the money than for the art form. Then and that slowed everything down. It took away the power.
I would say that, and then oversaturation, because I mean, I get it. You're still gonna find the good music, but when everybody and their mama and uncle and niece coming up like, "Hey, man, I got this hot, crappy music," so it got a little oversaturated, and that was a way to push some people away. Now, I guarantee you, like I had people that sponsor my record pool. If I heard the music and I played it for a few DJs and we thought it was crap, I said, "No, I'm not taking your money." That's it. This ain't going nowhere. I said, I don't even want to be a fraud to you. I said, bring me something else, man. This ain't it.
Yeah. And
man.
I'm sure, DJs gotta like it. They gotta like it. Not gonna play it if they don't like it.
You don't want the boo-boo box. The box full of boo-boo.
But
people got certain DJs got the boo-boo boxes. No, go ahead, my fam. I'm tripping right now. Go ahead, fam.
No, I was just saying, like, if all the DJs came together and said, we gonna break the new artists, you know what I'm saying? Like, me from now going forward again, we gonna take it back. And they started listening to and say, which one you like, okay, we going with this one. This is the artist that we think the culture needs or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And they start playing that artist for the street, they would take back over the game. They would take the game, control of the game back over. But because of the money, they won't do that no more. But so it leaves it strictly in the hands of the artist, the system. So then they sign 6ix9ine and they sign this one and they sign that one, whoever they want, and they put the money behind them, then they begin to dominate the culture. You know what I mean? And we don't, the streets don't dominate the culture no more because we don't, we don't work together to break those artists like we used to. And I believe DJs got to get paid. They should, get something. But when you go and give $3,000 to one DJ, you think that's gonna break your record?
Nah, man.
Yeah.
You need, you need that 3,000 needs to everybody get a piece of that to help you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, you think about it like this, though. I mean, the days of the DJs are gone because now it is dominated. And you look at Universal Music Group, they got cut 100% of their creative promotional staff, and they are strictly going and focusing on algorithm, and that they are trying to remove, and they are absolutely preparing the market for, we're just gonna do this AI shit, right? And we're gonna put out our own music, and at that way, if we can cut out the artists,
that's what they're trying to do.
100, they get 100% of the.
That's what I'm saying. That's what they're trying to do.
And they cut out A&Rs. I mean,
They're
just gonna
gone.
hire they're gonna hire
They're
young people
gone.
to scout YouTube and see if the hits are real. That's what they're gonna do. And that's what they have started to do and been doing for a few years. You get hot
That's
on
why I wouldn't
YouTube,
have.
they want to say, man, is these legit or is this a bot generating this? So they start really finding genuine hits, then they start throwing a deal your way.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I wouldn't have anything to do with AI at all. I wouldn't order nothing or down nothing. It wouldn't be on my computer. Nothing. I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't go
You
near
might
it.
it's
It's
there, and
unfortunate.
you
They
probably
trying to.
don't even know it's there.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
My
unfortunate.
job
It's
has
around
it.
now.
It's called
Oh,
Edison.
what I mean, I don't mean general AI like
Yeah.
for the purposes of the
Art.
technology part of it. But what they trying to do with the music, you know what I'm saying? Because we're not stupid. It's just like you
I
said.
got
You
you
know
on
what I
that.
mean?
Yeah.
Ghost. They trying to. They trying to replace that money. It's just greed. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Right.
already
Yeah.
have dominated most artists' money for so many years, forever. You know what I mean? And now that the internet, you see this, you see a certain level of freedom that's happening, and now you wanna, you know what I mean? Like, okay, let's jump to AI. You know what I mean? Like, they tried to come with an artist with that. They tried to create an AI artist. It failed.
Yeah,
It
man.
bombed.
I
You know what I'm
miss the
saying? So,
days. I miss the days when you can drop an album and then not have to drop another one for the next year. You can actually rock out 6, 7 singles. You took your time to make that piece of art, and but now it's like, man, you put out an album one single. Who's trying to buy an album with one single? Artists used to give you their all for one album, and
mhm.
you looking for 6 or 7 singles with maybe possible remixes. Now you got another album out in 6 months because your first one was a flop. You got one cut.
Check this out, man. Shit like this don't exist no more, man. Shit like this don't exist anymore,
Wow,
man.
wow. That's
Shit
collector's
like
item
this don't
stuff.
exist.
Yeah,
Yeah,
buddy.
this is the promo copy straight from. So
Wow.
that I mean, they don't like when you say pieces of art, right? And that's the thing that I really miss. I love the digital generation because we have access to all the music at any point in time we want to listen to. We can go, and it's beautiful for
True.
the consumer and for the person that appreciates music. Never has it been more accessible to open your mind up to different things, different musics, different styles. Before we had to buy it, we had to make a financial investment just to be able to
Yes.
appreciate it or record the shit off the radio, right? Or get a dub from somebody that we knew. But that being said, this you hold it in your hand. There was time and effort. There were photo shoots. There was just concept art, linear notes. Like,
Liner
you
notes. Yeah.
shout out. Yeah, all of that shit, man. Liner notes, thank you, instead of linear notes. That's a whole different shit. I'm just saying, like,
You was in the ballpark.
this was something that you held on to and looked at while you listened to the entire
Absolutely. Yeah.
album, and you stared at it like your first impressions. I mean,
Yeah.
this album
Yeah.
right here,
Yeah.
the very first time, this is the one. This is what I listened to, and I stared at this some bitch and the notes inside.
You found out who the producers are, what their real
Right.
name is, all
You
kind
Yeah.
of
Yeah. I
learned.
miss that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Too.
You
Yeah.
learned, right? You know,
Yeah.
and it's
Dope. Dope.
that shit right there is important, and that's what we're missing out on.
Yeah.
That's what we're missing out on.
Yes.
back in the day it was skin.
This shit's special because
Live with a kid again. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have,
Hey,
you have, like, when you grab this, like, and if it's the original one, like, you have memories. There's memories associated with this. Man, I remember the first time I played this in the club, right? One of the first people in Cincinnati with Toss It Up. One of the very first people to play it in Cincinnati for 5,000 people. Like, that was when Skippers was fucking
Skippers,
popping
yeah.
and crazy. Yeah, crazy and popping. And that reaction and that boom, that energy. But it's just not the same anymore. And that's the thing, because it's all greed. And of course,
Yeah.
I mean, it costs a lot of money to press up records that might not sell. That's the big thing, right? You're gonna press up 100,000, 500,000 pieces of your album and sell 10.
Hey,
Yeah, yeah.
shout out to Danny Chess. He said my Public Enemy record had the lyrics on the sleeve, and yeah, I remember like reading the lyrics. So if you couldn't understand what they said, or maybe it was a little
Yeah.
rapid fire for you, you could read the lyrics, and you like without
Absolutely.
now everything's online and whatnot, but your liner notes and everything and flip outs, man, it was just touching that wax,
Yeah.
feeling
Different
nostalgic.
generation. Even
Yeah,
open up the tapes and then flipping it out and
Man,
unfolding it. Yeah.
I used to hang the cassette tapes on the wall like posters because that's how they pretty much folded out. So I would literally my whole wall was posters of cassette tapes from all of the tapes that I bought.
absolutely,
Hell
yes,
yeah.
yes.
So here's an old head
Danny
thing.
said even the CDs was dope because they had to fold out and flips out, and you
Well,
had put
They were
work
more
on
like
that.
a booklet though, and you had to flip through it like a book. But the tapes, the cassettes, they folded out like a poster.
Yeah, they unwrap. Yeah, they unravel.
So the one thing I will say though about and that's something that's crazy, that's super collectible, and this is old head talk. When CDs first came out, y'all remember when they had the tall boxes they came in?
Yep.
And they had a whole nother box that the CD was inside, and it was a whole nother album cover, and it had special art. Those are so collectible because people normally just ripped into them and got rid of them. So when you and some people save those and use those as art and putting those together. But anybody that's out there that's holding on to those long boxes, you got a gold mine. You got a gold mine. Because those were normally only also released for first pressings as well too. So after that, they got the generic blue long box that just had the clear window so you could see the CD that was in it, right? But yeah, man, the first pressings you had all the dope. I've got my original DOC long box art on my CD that is stored. Yeah, that's one of my favorite ones.
Wow.
More about you, Stingray. Sorry, we get nostalgic.
Oh no, it's all good,
man.
Yeah, let me.
It's good conversation. We like having good conversation, bro.
We was getting into it, yeah. Bro.
Yeah, let me get a topic question going for you real quick.
Please.
So Stingray, some say that Rapper's Delight is one of the greatest, if not top 2 greatest songs of all time, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you were to make Rapper's Delight and you had the pleasure to mix it, who are the 5 artists that you would make that song with?
Oh wow! I mean, that would be tough because wasn't there only 3 of them?
Yeah, but this is your version of Rapper's
This
Delight.
is yours,
with your 5 artists of all time, and you were to make one of the
Something
greatest songs of all time. What 5 artists are you doing it with?
But not with the hip hop hibbity.
Yeah,
you got it.
What 5 artists are you doing?
Wow. I mean, if it came down to somebody, I guess my favorites. You know what I'm saying? I would say, definitely. Rakim's probably definitely one of my favorites. LL's definitely one of my favorites. Who I would say at this point that I like the most is the late Prodigy. You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
Okay,
and I feel like I'm very similar to him. You know what I mean myself, but definitely Prodigy if he was still here, and let me think. Who else would I say? Definitely. I'd probably say Kane and probably Nas too. Nas.
Okay. Now take that same thing and we're gonna do a new remix with everything. What 5 artists would you do that are current in the industry?
That I like currently. Baby, I'm trying to think. I mean, I could rock with the Lamars. You know what I'm saying? Lamar and
Bushwick Bill.
Cole. Well, Bushwick Bill. Lamar.
Rest in peace. Put some respect on Bushwick Bill's
Did he
name,
pass
man.
away? Did he pass away?
He did.
Yeah. 2020, 2019.
Damn.
He passed his kidney.
Yeah. Wow.
Or his pancreatic. Yes, pancreatic.
So I would definitely say, Lamar, Cole. I respect them.
Okay.
Drake is talented, you know what I mean? Like, makes hits, but I definitely respect Drake as a top, top artist. I see him as an entertainer, not an MC. But as far as maybe, so if it's MCs, I would say Lamar and Cole and man, I'm trying to think of who else. Maybe Benny the Butcher's doing some stuff now, you know what I mean? I can see myself rocking with him, you know what I mean? And I can't think of too many others right now, to be honest. Yeah, can't think of too many others. Yeah, it is. It show, you know what I mean? It show you to me how lacking new artists is. New artists is. I can't think of nobody else really.
or at least the ones to get to your ear. Yeah, that's a big problem too. It's like, if you listen to the airwaves, which can be pollution, you almost got to dig to find. It's a lot of, like, you've been on that nastiness conference call. We get a lot of artists that's been around for a while, and
salute to nastiness,
and they doing good music, and it's just not on the average airwaves. So it's
Right.
like hunting and finding. So
True.
some out there, but we
True.
rock with
Yeah,
your
yeah.
list. It's your list.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
Danny Chaz has a good list. I think that would make a dope remix of today, which was 2 Chainz.
2
Drake,
Chainz, yeah, people like
yeah,
that.
2 Chainz,
Oh, yeah,
Tyler, Drake, Eminem, and Snoop. That'd be a dope ass Rappers Delight remix right there.
Yeah,
that's
I forgot those.
But you know what? Out of all of the rappers you name, I do want to highlight one, which was Prodigy. People don't give Mobb Deep the respect as one of the all-time greatest rap duels of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I already know, Boogie. Go ahead and grab that album because that is one of the greatest albums of all time.
Get them fingers on it. Come on, you got them in order. Come on.
That album is one of the greatest albums ever.
Yeah. People's underrated.
And their production was cold.
Yeah.
Too.
Oh yeah. Havoc was nasty.
They was slapping you, because Havoc did the production on that.
Yeah, and people don't know that album right there. When you go back to the days where they scored albums, that was one of the original 5 mic albums.
Yeah.
Is that the beginning one with Shook Ones and
shit, man?
Temperatures rising, survival of the fittest.
Yeah, survival of the fittest.
Yeah.
People don't give Mobb Deep the respect because once Prodigy passed, there was not much projects after. They didn't have future projects sitting and waiting like a lot of artists do in the archive. So Mobb Deep got kind of forgotten. But when you bring them up, it's up to people like us to share that with the younger generation so they know their history. Like, yo, these rap duels is cool, but y'all don't know about Mobb Deep. Go back and listen, and I guarantee you be like, yo, that shit slap.
Oh yeah.
Still to this day, I think they was almost like a precursor to when we got MOP. MOP was another. Whoa, Annie up and Brownsville.
Yeah. But I respect that because Prodigy is a name that I've never heard anybody put in a 5 ever.
Yeah, he's probably my favorite, but he's probably my favorite now of of all of them. You know what I mean? At this point now, so
I mean,
that made me think of Big Noise. He
was
down with him. Big Noise was down with him.
Noid, and people's underrated, man. You know what I mean? Like they, people's underrated. He getting that zone, and that boy was rough, man. I rock for lawsuit. Flavors like mixed fruit. He was rough.
Well, my shit ain't in order, yo. I like or whatever. I don't know what happened. Like I must have had a vinyl
studio, man.
Goes about to turn that shit over.
I'm pissed.
Where is it?
I'm really like I don't like people like my shit not out of order, right? So I was really on one. I was on
right.
We got a whole conversation. He's still over there.
What up, Richie?
That shoulder gonna start burning after a while.
It already does. Now, the thing I want to say shout out to my usual suspects in the house.
Yeah. Well, while Boogie looking for that, I got another question for you, Stingray. You a Chicago kid, right?
I was born in Chicago. Yes, but grew up in a suburb called Oak Park.
So if I know we talked about battles, man, I'm a battle head, bro. So I cannot not knock the battle. If Chicago, Kanye or Common, who runs that?
Good question.
I mean, I think Common, Common is almost kind of like, to me, I look at Common as kind of like a Morpheus, you know what I'm saying, so to speak, of Chicago. You can't really put a Common against, you can't really put Common against nobody, you know what I mean? Really, and I don't mean that he's better than them, but he's like a foundational piece. Him and Twister, who I know,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying, him who I know, personally, like him, him and Twister and all that, like even the Brat, they were kind of like foundational, but especially Common, they were kind of foundational pieces of Chicago. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
You sit Common on the panel, like, you know what I mean, where he choose this and that. West is bigger than Common, you know what I'm saying? Because West is just West is just West. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
West is
a genius, as he
passionate.
put
it. Yeah. I mean, I give it to him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like he really brought hip hop back to me in his period. The passion of just the music instead of trying to be the thug type stuff. You know what I mean? West, made records till I touch the sky, and this, the creativity of what he embodied the essence of hip hop. So I couldn't, and I think he helped bring that back, but I couldn't put them against each other.
How do you feel about the new kings of Chicago coming up, like the Chance the Rappers and Lupe making his return and I mean, how do you feel about those kind of artists, in the Chicago?
I respect them
because Chance is, Chance is Chance, and I think his name doesn't get brought up as one of a MC and lyricist enough when he's that talented. And a lot of people don't give those, like, when you talk of Chicago, and it's I think it's disrespectful for the state that people don't bring up Twista enough. When Twista put Chicago on his back.
Yeah, Twista's a legend. I mean, he definitely a Chicago legend. Well, really one of the legends in the game.
Yeah.
And he's super down to earth. I got a chance to meet him in Miami at a convention when he was making his switch from tongue twister to
tongue twister.
Right. And like he's a dope individual, man. He is a great guy, man. Much respect to Twister, though.
Was that the convention we went to?
Impact,
yeah.
I mean, Chicago has made his imprint on hip hop more than most cities. Everybody
think so. I don't know. I still think they got
everybody when they go to hip hop, the first thing their roots go to is New York, right?
Absolutely,
but people don't realize that hip hop did not originate in New York.
Ooh, that's a big statement. Why you say that? I don't know how you say
the boogie down started in New York, but the whole hip hop movement was actually outside of New York, and the sound was picked up by New York.
Is that right?
But I mean, so you have the New Jersey area, which was very big with the hip hop MC and scene, while the boogie down was still doing the DJ battles and putting the DJs out there. Chicago was very influential on that. Ohio was very influential on the origin of hip hop. I mean, that's just history, but it Chicago plays a bigger role because Chicago is the Mecca, and I call Chicago the Mecca of music. And I say this because so many different styles, so many subgenres of hip hop have come out of Chicago. So when you think of East Coast music, you think of East Coast music, right? And it's strictly a certain sound to East Coast music. When you think of West Coast music, you have a particular sound to West Coast music. Same when you listen to South, right? But when you get to Chicago, there is so much flavor of music in Chicago that they don't have a particular style besides drill, right? Drill is its own style out of Chicago, but there's so many different intricate genres of music that flow through Chicago. That's what makes it a mecca of hip hop.
Yeah, I mean that's a big statement. I
give them Mecca of house because I got introduced out of house when I went to college.
I would definitely
and my
say
boy
that.
from Chicago, he was jack your body and all that.
Oh
good
yeah,
stuff.
oh yeah, all that stuff. Yeah, that was our, to me, that was what dominated us. Our youth. You know what I mean? And
House
because oh yeah, house music and man, definitely the mecca of that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, it's just all around so many genres of music that come out of Chicago, hip hop. Because I mean, we've been on previous episodes, we've talked about how hip hop should have subgenres, not just best rap album, right? And if you thought about it, and if you really think about subgenres of music, when you think about history, you have to think about Chicago.
Yeah,
because all of those subgenres come out of Chicago.
Well, I will say, like, that Chicago is definitely was a definite foundation of urban music, period. You know what I'm saying? Of all urban music, you know what I'm saying? Only because of the Chess Records.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Chess Records is what started a lot. It was the beginning of taking urban music to records. You know what I'm saying? Muddy Waters and all of those dudes, they were signed to Chess Records. You know what I'm saying? And Chess Records was, I don't think it was another label that was as rivaling or as big as Chess Records was when they started. You know what I mean? And that was the beginning. So a lot of people don't realize that Chicago.
Kind of agree with that, yeah. That's
Chicago was definitely the. That was '60s. And so they gave Chess Records gave birth to the blues, going to records.
Yeah. And
everything kind of flowed after that. So I will definitely say it's definitely a foundation of all. One of the major foundations of all urban music.
Howlin' Wolf, Etta James.
Howlin' Wolf, and
shout out to Danny Chess. Yeah, I like that. The Cadillac Records I thought it was a decent portrayal.
It was a great movie. It was a good movie too.
Yeah.
And shout out to King Records out of Cincinnati, Ohio.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Down the street,
but
they're actually trying to make sure that's maintains as a historical landmark with James Brown recording there and the other records that was coming out in the late 50s, mid 50s, late 50s, and going into the 60s.
They put out so much. Yeah, there were so many different artists, but prolific
back
stuff.
Back then they call them race records.
Yes.
Yeah, they did, man.
And
music.
And all the labels, major labels, moved to New York.
Yeah.
So they didn't start there. Those major labels, I think a lot of those record labels, I think, Chicago was definitely a big player in that. And then all the labels moved to New York. A lot of people don't realize that, but
correct. It's what makes Chicago the mecca.
I ain't gonna say it, man, because they'll give me shit, boy.
We just said he hammered that point home.
I don't care. Hey, you can argue with anyone can argue with them all day. Guess what? I have facts trump it all, and I got facts for days.
Word up.
Yeah,
we're gonna ride with you.
But yeah, but speaking of music, it's about the top of the hour.
It is
shout out our
time.
sponsors and get into some music.
Yes, sir. We can play some joints. Stingray.
So first up, we got to give a big shout out to I Move Different Clothing. I Move Different Clothing is one of our newer sponsors. That is Jazz O's line of clothing.
Okay, that's what's up.
Please. So he is supporting. They're going to be blessing us with some merch and also going to be talking to them about blessing us with some merch for some giveaways to everyone that's out there. So
I'm going to
gotta confirm that up.
I miss giving away stuff, man. That's when we used to take the phone off the hook. You find out when motherfuckers is really listening when you say, "Hey, we got some free tickets."
Oh yeah,
phone start blowing out like, "Nah, take it off the hook."
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hook y'all up with some gear myself, man.
Hey, look,
we with it.
Yeah, you ain't gotta tell us twice. Look at us.
So check this out. It's I Move Different Clothing. And you can
Okay.
check this out. This is again everyone that is our sponsor for clothing, and
Okay.
we fucks with them. There's a couple of artists that are also sponsored. DJ Diamond at the feature collection. Oh, they updated some things too.
Yeah, man.
I see that
Okay.
baby
Look
blue.
at that.
That's new.
Kings County,
Yeah,
baby.
man. So you check them out. Check them out. Check them out. Get down with I Move Different.
So all of y'all from
And-
Ohio?
Nah, man,
so
from Vegas.
Okay.
Vegas. Boogie is
I'm
originally from here, and he's in Colorado now.
Yep.
And
I'm in Denver now.
Yeah, Denver. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Ooh.
And then we've got Colorado Print Press, right? Colorado Print Press is our major sponsor, our first sponsor, and we absolutely love them and everything that they do. I don't know why I'm always having fucking problems. I'm sorry, my apologies, y'all.
Well, it's because they switched. They were switching providers last time you were.
No, I know.
Is it asking you if you were a human or what's it doing?
Well, I got this shit bookmarked in this.
Okay, you might.
And it's still not. So just give me a moment. But anyway, Colorado Print Press, they are your one-stop shop for all printing needs. You know, something dope that I was seeing, like we follow them on, of course, our socials on Facebook, Instagram, those things like that. They just had a big, like, you know, when you go to like ballparks, like especially like smaller ballparks that are like for, you know, schools and everything, and they have the chain link fence that wraps a perimeter, and they'll have like graphics and images printed in the mesh that covers the chain link fence. They just posted up a dope pic of one on their Facebook, and it looks really tight. So I mean, they can do any type of printing needs that you can absolutely want, right? And we've got their website up here right now. If you want to contact them, because they pride themselves on customer service, the customer service is the key. What you want to do is, you know, they already know they're going to give you a dope product. They're going to make sure that they give whatever it is that you want. They're going to meet your needs. But what's going to really, really, really stand out is the customer service experience. They pride themselves on that. So when you call, you're talking to a real human right there. You're talking to a member of the team that's actually going to work on your product specifically. You're not talking to somebody and they're going to ship it off and have it done. No, you're talking to somebody that you will be able to have accountability with. They hold themselves in a high regard. So
take
again,
ownership. That's a key
absolutely. 720-734-9994. Once again, that's 720-734-9994. Colorado Print Press. And again, they service all around the world. So just because it's Colorado Print Press, yes, you can go visit them if you want to pull up. Absolutely show up. They'll do business face to face, but they do, of course, everything on the web as well. And they can get it to you all the way. Even my brother, my usual suspect brother, Danny Chaz in London, my brother, Richie D in Chicago. They can get you. You know what I'm saying? Miss Catherine in Oklahoma.
They can get to Paji in Bangladesh. Remember?
There it is, Paji. Shout out to
Bangladesh house.
Hell yeah. Shout out to
Colorado Print Press. Yes, sir.
Absolutely. So now, what we got, Stingray, is I got your YouTube video up, your YouTube channel up, right? So when we're going to go over here, what we're going to do is, first off, I'm going to share it in the chat like I've been sharing all the other links for our sponsors, which we really also want you to know. Mention B-Boys Underground with Colorado Print Press, and you'll get the hook up. They'll take care of you. So you get that extra love. So
say our name.
You stupid, man.
I'm gonna stop rapping. I'm going into singing, man, with this voice. I don't even need options.
Nah, man. Nah. No. Hey, yo, Fresh, stick to producing.
You don't know my name.
No, I know, man. I'm fucking with you, man. All right, so check this out, man. I just shared Stingray's YouTube channel, right? As you can see, I've already subscribed and I hit the all notification. But what I want you to do, just for you guys to understand what it looks like to actually do the damn thing that we want you to do on our channel and also on Stingray's channel is you hit that subscribe button. You hit that all notification bell button so you can stay up to date for every time Stingray hits you, blesses you with some new content.
Appreciate
with
that.
being absolutely, fam. Now, so what I want you to do is let me know, like, what would you like to bless us with on here and bless our viewers with on here?
Well, I mean, I guess we'll start with let's start with the video. You know what I'm saying? Like I just, right on time. I just got it yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So I just got the new single is Unbreakable, which is number 7 right now in the top 30 for Ness's Rap Attack DJs. Number 7 on the top 30 right now, and just finished the video yesterday, man. So, it was a great time to start with that.
Absolutely. So Unbreakable got that exclusive.
Yes,
so let's see here.
However that horn go.
Can you guys hear?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Beautiful. We're gonna start it over. Cool. Let's run it back. There it is.
Yeah. Hip hop lives on forever. Lives on forever. Hip hop lives on forever. Nobody do it better, Stingray. I hit the world like a sonic boom. Hitting harder than that 13 Seahawk Legion of Boom. Never worry about suckers and what they assume. Never put my back against the wall and let the 9 sing a tune. Rest in peace from Prodigy to MF Doom. Hip hop was never dead, I was in a cocoon. The way I spit it terrific. Flow scientific, the mirror's image is the only equivalent. Before you travel too far, you better pivot. Shot towns and minutes, we gon' stand on that business. Show in this world of allegations in the net fabrication, I maintain spiritual navigation. Never take me alive. This is for my brothers of the same mind. I'm blind, I'm unbreakable, unshakable. Even when they said the shot was unmakeable, I'm unbreakable. Never take me alive. This is for my brothers of the same mind. I'm blind, I'm unbreakable, unshakable. Even when they said the shot was unmakeable, you break only hate me. You could never break me. I walk through fire and brimstone till I return to safety. Devil tried everything to shake me. All it did was shake me into the warrior on a break. They said lay it to rest. Even with gray hairs in my beard, the skill is still timeless. Catch rap until they lay me to rest. I'ma keep spitting and fold the paper like an omelet. Never let the naysayers suppress the dreams that God put in your heart for you to manifest. Say Stingray, you rock it with the best. I never stopped believing my poetry was a treasure chest. Never take me alive. This is for my brothers of the same mind. I'm blind, I'm unbreakable, unshakable. Even when they said the shot was unmakeable, I'm unbreakable. Never take me alive. This is for my brothers of the same mind. I'm blind, I'm unbreakable, unshakable. Even when they said the shot was unmakeable, I'm unbreakable. Yeah. First Kings,
Okay.
Yeah.
We got a lot of comments and already saying us, man, that mic on fire. That's hot as fuck.
Wow.
no pun intended. That mic on fire. That was like, I like that.
Man,
dope track.
That beat,
dope
bro.
effect. Yes.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah.
Tell us who did that.
Appreciate it, man.
Who
There's a
did the
kid
beat?
named Aesthetic from Brooklyn, New York. A kid named Aesthetic did the track, you know what I mean? And I heard it and I just fell in love with it. And, it's hey man, what I need to get with this one, man. You know what I'm saying? And I had to have it, man. And then when the track came to me, I just I really fell in love with it. And then I just had that, desire like to just something said, let's do this record now and push it to the forefront. Because real hip hop has been missing so much, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And even though the club records is what's hot right now, and I said this is be a record to reintroduce and let all the people know that this is the essence of Stingray. Even though I'm, you know what I mean, I'm gonna be versatile and I'm gonna take them to the club and stuff like that too. But you know, when that track came up, I said I need to do this to let them know that you know it ain't dead.
Word up.
It ain't dying.
Yeah.
So for everybody in the chat right now, not now, but right now, I put all of Stingray's links to all of his platforms. We've got First Kings Entertainment. We've got his Instagram, his Twitter, his Facebook, and of course his TikTok. So make sure you get down on all his platforms. We put his YouTube out there, and yeah, Stingray,
And that track right now it's available on the website. So you can download that, you know what I'm saying? You can, cop that and download it directly from the website right now at firstkingsent.com. That's firstkingsent.com. No more streaming. You'll be able to go straight in and just get the track.
Word up. Yes.
That's the first link in the chat right there that I just put in there. And then also we're going to share so you can see exactly what you're going to see when you go there. Boom. Check this out, man. Nice looking website.
Yeah, it's the website. So if you just go to music, if you just,
bam.
And then as you scroll down, that's it, right? That's Unbreakable right there. And then there's another track called Be Mine. I think I sent you that one too. That Be Mine is more of like a club record, you might say, and that's produced by Mr. Hankey that did a lot of I worked with him on it too, but they did a lot of stuff for the City Girls, did all their last records, and City Girls and Usher and blah blah blah. So
yeah,
that's saying I should put that one out too.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
But yeah, going forward,
you want to drop that one?
You can play it. Yeah, you can play it. You can play it. Yeah, you can play it.
Give me a second.
Let's give them the versatility.
I gotta. Let's see here. Give me a second.
Now I'm wondering if I pull my plugs out because the phone's starting to. I might need to plug the phone in, but I might have to pull my ears out. Hopefully it don't.
So what happens is if all you got to do is just to make it easier, just back out, and then when you come back in, change it to speakerphone, and we can get you taken care of. Don't worry about it. You can just back out and go back in, plug your charger in, and get going. You're good.
Okay, let me see if it'll.
While you do that, we want to listen to again. Yeah. We're looking for the new single.
Be Mine.
Yeah. I may be okay to. I think I got enough juice to.
All right.
Get through that one.
Let's run it.
Give me 1 second.
I sent you that one, right, Fresh?
Yeah, and I forwarded.
I'm getting it off of Spotify. I'm getting it off of Spotify just so I can do.
Okay,
that.
the Be Mine. See, the Be Mine is not on Spotify. Like that's on the website. So you would have to have the download for that one, or the single.
All right.
I thought I sent it to you, Fresh though.
Yeah, and I forwarded it to him. I couldn't get it on.
Is it an email?
Yeah, it went to Ghost Boogie.
Okay.
All right.
I was trying to put them on the buff folder, but it was tripping on passwords today.
Or you know what I can do is I'll just show everyone what we do to download live. So what they can do and how they can get it. You can see it live as we do it. So we're going to go to this, share, and then we're going to click on this right here.
Mm-hmm.
It took me to another page.
Yeah. Well, that's where they can buy. That's where they could buy the download. Download is at $3.99, and they can just copy it, and it'll download right to their phone.
Damn, that's slick. That's definitely nice. So what we'll do? Give me a second. We'll you got another video that we can play on. You got On the Grind on here. You got
To the Casket Drop. If y'all want to see another video,
absolutely.
That went number 82. That went number 82 on the nation for independent labels, and I was on Billboard with that one. So that track, To the Casket Drop, made Billboard. Yeah, it was number 82 in the nation for top 150. Number 82 on Billboard, and that was definitely a big, good record for me. But even with till the casket drop, I didn't, you know, I was still building. I was not at the financial stage, you know what I mean, to be able to really push it over the edge, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And but yeah, it was a good record for me. Though.
All right, y'all. We got it queued up till the casket drop.
Yeah.
From Stingray, y'all.
Nah, that ain't it.
It's time to bring something real, man.
Yeah,
that's not it.
Nah, that's somebody else. That's another website, another company that actually promoted that.
Oh, it looks like
if you go back to the page, yeah, that's me. I mean, that's the video right there.
Official right here.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for that.
I saved hundreds with Liberty Mutual. Liberty, liberty, liberty,
liberty. How many people?
There we go.
Hey, they owe somebody.
Hey,
What happened to your face? You look terrible.
You look amazing.
There you go.
It's time to bring something real, man.
I thought this account
Somebody
was
gotta
linked
show them
up.
how to do it, right? It's your boy Stingray. Let's go. The hustle don't stop till the casket drop. I do work till we make it to the top. The hustle don't stop till the casket drop. I do work till we make it to the top. The hustle don't stop till the casket drop. I do work till we make it to the top. The hustle don't stop till the casket drop. I do work till we make it to the top. You know the motto, young, stay G'd up. Keep your mind on your hustle and don't ever ease up. Get 'em. Cause that's when them haters re-up. Think you got me boxed in till I raise that heat up. Respect mine, that's mandatory. If you a hater lame, you ain't in my category. It's real on deck. Only thing you need to know is that we getting them checks. For my life, yo, it's nothing but the best. Try to play me, that's like playing Russian roulette. You know it's first kings to the death. I'ma eat on these streets till I take my last breath. The hustle don't stop till the casket drop. I do work till we make it to the top. The hustle don't stop till the casket drop. I do work till we make it to the top. The hustle don't stop till the casket drop. I do work till we make it to the top. The hustle don't stop till the casket drop. I do work till we make it to the top. Built tougher than a Ford, ballin' at a pace that's quicker than Paul George. Slipping to something I can't afford. Think the pretty face coochie, I'll put you in the morgue. I played the cards life dealt me. Count on one hand and to try to help me. But they want a hand the moment you get wealthy. Before you try to talk about me, take a selfie. I asked God, make it clearer. He said, first I'ma get them haters out the picture. When you lying in a grave, they'll miss you. Jealousy will be the only reason they try to hit you. The hustle don't stop till the casket drop.
After I get off, I'm gonna shoot to the crib, shower, change up, and I'm gonna meet y'all at the show. You know what I'm saying? Meet me down there. All right, peace.
Work till we make it to the top. The hustle don't stop.
Put it right now. Put your hands together right now.
Peace and shout out to everybody in the building for anything, everybody that came out to support. You know what I mean?
They call me Stingray Chosen. Won't stop spitting till every record is broken. Won't stop spitting till ghetto kids is hoping to see a better life than gang banging and doping. I put my life in the music. The pain had me feeling like I was about to lose it. Devil twisting on your mind like a Rubik's. But life is a gift and it's up to you to choose it. So put your smoke up, put your drink up. While we live, it's gonna be a movie every time we link up. Relentless till they count me with the stars. With the skills to lock ghost riders behind bars. The hustle don't stop till the casket drop. I do work till we make it to the top. The hustle don't stop till the casket drop. I do work till we make it to the top. The hustle don't stop till the casket drop. I do work till we make it to the top. The hustle don't stop till the casket drop. I do work till we make it to the top.
Appreciate you, Stingray Chosen. Okay, the hustle don't stop.
As I'm in the midst of applying for residency right now.
Nah.
Hey, Graham, when we play that commercial, you got to cut that check.
What happened?
Right.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
Bibbidi bibbidi.
They probably robbing. Yeah.
Yeah, they better be dropping some cash on us.
Yeah.
Man, dope track.
That
We
was
had
fire.
Candidate Law saying
Another
dope.
fire
Actually,
beat, man.
it kind of Candidate remind me of one of your tracks, bro. It actually did. But when I first heard it, I said, that sounded like a Candidate beat. Very, very dope, man. I like the concept, the lyrics. It was tight work, man. Tight work.
Absolutely.
Solid,
And
solid.
yo, so what we got going on is
I think that charger thing went.
he'll be able to rejoin.
Yeah,
There he is. No problem. Boom.
There we go. We got you.
Yeah.
So check this out. I do have the track ready for. We just have the audios. Absolutely. Let's see here.
And this is just something that's to show the versatility. You know what I mean? Because that's what it's supposed to be.
Different. Yeah.
Yeah, supposed to give people different vibes. You know what I mean? Just.
Well, y'all have an exclusive right here. Be mine.
Word
Stingray.
up. B-Boys Underground.
Yeah. My only wish is to be with you. Navigate my way to your heart. Let me show you the big picture. Stingray.
Say you'll be my love for all time.
Be mine. First time I saw your face, you had me thinking ain't nobody in the world that could take your place. Heart beating at a fast pace, the way you make it shake, you're killing them like first 48. Kill 'em. I wanna be your lover, take you home to mother, you know I lay it on smooth like butter. Say you never love another, never let another touch ya, and I never let your heart rupture. It's me and you, girl, against the world. Wanna be the only man that you prefer. We can handle any problems that occur. I'ma treat you like a queen, cause I know your worth.
Say you'll be my love for all time.
Be mine. With you, I found love in a crazy place. You never played games, never made me chase. I give you the world and put a smile on your face. The love we made, time could never erase. Yo, let's make it last forever. You gotta hold on tight and we gon' make it through the stormy weather. Better now than never. What could be better than the unconditional love that we share together? You don't need no other body. Your body in the midnight hour is my favorite hobby. Yo, it's the you for me. When I look in your eyes, I see the woman in my family tree.
Say you'll be my love for all time.
Be mine.
Say you'll be my love for all time.
Be mine.
Say you'll be my love for all time.
Be mine. You the one for me, baby.
Your love, my love, I love forever.
You the one for me, baby. You the one for me, baby. Yeah.
It's a little bop to it.
we just said it. I said, man, I want to get on my skates.
All right.
Yo.
Danny Chaz is about to roller skate backwards to work today.
Yeah.
London.
What y'all think
I got
about
it.
that joint, man?
Yo, I love the feel good vibe, man.
Really?
That's a good
Wow.
song, good vibe,
I
man.
feel, I feel that. Luther.
Wow.
So
I'm ready for
here's
some
what I'm
food.
gonna say.
Where Kennedy at?
What makes that a classic? What I and I'm gonna
Classic.
I'm gonna add
Whoa.
that. I'm gonna add that to you. I'm adding it to my hard drive. I'm gonna add that to
Wow.
my hard drive
Wow.
for real. I'm gonna start spinning that because that one right there. Listen,
Wow.
that feels good. But I'm gonna tell you something. What you did, And the very first thing, I just recently watched the interview with Nile Rodgers, right? Guys, I Nile Rodgers, producer for Chic and like everybody, like
I know him.
David
Yeah, I
Bowie,
know him.
epic, right? So one of his things, what he was talking about, what he did when he produced all his big hits, one of his formulas was, or his mantra was, the reason why we have a song and the reason why we create a song is to get to the hook or get to the chorus, right?
Yeah.
So the reason for the song is to get to the chorus. So we're going to go ahead and give them the chorus right off the bat. We're going to start off all the songs like "We Are Family," "Let's Dance," all of his stuff, right? I freak out. Like they start with the chorus, right?
Good time.
And then and they say, and one of his other things was, we're also going to get the reason why we have the song is they have a breakdown. So we're going to have a breakdown too. So we're going to start with the chorus. We're going to give them what they want, then get into the verse, chorus again, and then to give them the breakdown. You had like the vocal solo in it, and it did feel good. I like that Luther
I
Luther
like
sample.
that
Feel like man, that had that never too much.
That's
vibe.
funny. Now
So,
Ness said,
What
that was Ness too. Ness heard that. Ness was like, man, that's the record right there, man. He's like,
that's the summer banger right there.
He said he was really like, he was really like,
I mean,
that is your single.
That's
right
summer.
There.
That's summer, bro.
Wow. Well, especially this time of year.
That's in my opinion. That's summer, bro. That's spring, summer. That's wash the car music right there.
Hey, they can have. I move different, little tight shorts and all.
Barbecue.
That, girls out with the skate barbecue.
Yo, Stingray. Look, Danny Chaz said, "Me and Kelly Chaz is cutting a rug in the kitchen."
I seen that.
Like, man, the chat, bro, is Miss Catherine loved it. Danny Chaz, like he said, he's skating backwards to work today. Kennedy Law, fire. Miss Catherine, Tinkerbelled it. And then look, Becca. What up, Becca? Welcome to the show. That'll be on my playlist immediately.
Excellent.
Shout out to my
roof open, windows down, singing along. Thank you, Becca Boo. Like, man, I'm telling you, that is your single right there. That's where all your marketing budget needs to go right now.
And the grandmas and the grandkids would like this, and the in between. It's one of those songs, man. That's
so
tight work. Man.
So to give you an idea, like Danny and Kelly Chaz, they are in London, so they get up early. Those are my brothers and sisters from London. They're in London, and they get up early to support. And they're on one of my other podcasts, The Usual Suspects. Shout out to everybody. That's that Richie and all of it, Mr. Mikey Unlikely and Herbs and Madway, all of my fellas. Thank y'all so much. And Richie is actually one of my brothers is in Chicago with you. So he's in northern Chicago, up there. We got Gorilla Strong in the house, of course, Oklahomies. But I'm telling you, that's the one, bro.
Yeah, that's it,
that's
man.
The one. You gotta put that out there, bro.
Yeah, get that
I'm
link.
I'm playing.
You got people want it right now, bro.
Yeah,
well, it's available.
Let them budget into it.
Go ahead.
Wow, that's great. That's what Ness said. You know what I mean? And like I said, this one is with the only situation is like I said, this one I work with the major producer. You know, I brought the
who was
it's an older record.
You said Hanky.
The sample? Yeah, Mr. Hanky.
No, who?
Mr. Hanky.
But who was the producer?
Mr. Hanky. You know, it's a it's a sample. It's a sample. So I had the idea for the sample, for the record. So I took the record to Mr. Hanky. You know what I mean? Like of that I wanted to use, and we worked together. He added a bass on top of it. He's like, what piece you want to sample? And I was like, let's take this piece, you know what I'm saying, right here. And then he took that piece and then he added on top of it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, let's do a string. He put a string on it and he added the bass to it and he had a piano to it. And the girl is she's an up and coming singer. She can sing her ass off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like her. Yeah, she did a good job.
Really sing, man. And I've been wanting to work with her forever, you know. And so I finally got the opportunity and I wrote all of that. I wrote her part and created the chorus, You know, I came up with the "Say You'll Be My Love."
Kudos on
I came
that
up with all of
production
that.
because you said he added to
Hell
the
yeah.
sample, and it almost sounded like it was just one piece. It sounded like it was just from
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
disco record.
And so
He
that's the
added
only
to it. That's dope.
challenge. That's the
It's
only
tight.
challenge.
Well,
Like
here we go.
breaking, you know, like not, you know, like the sample,
Nope.
freeing the sample.
That song
I'm
can
afraid
be
of,
broken,
you know, that's
and here's the power of digital technology. All you got to do is put it out there for promotional use, and you don't got to clear the sample, brother.
Boom. I tell people this all the time.
Boom. All you got to
Hey.
do is title it for promotional use only, and you
Yes.
can break it that way. It doesn't have to be monetized to break a record, but to get noticed, you can make
Yep.
that a hit. Just put it out there for promotional use only. Get your name out there, and
All
you
day,
don't
every
have to clear the sample.
And
Hey,
say
yo,
you
what
did
we
put it out
also
there- say if you did put it out there for sale, they're not gonna knock at your door until it's blowing up. But this one,
Correct.
I would clear
Right,
this
right.
one because
Yeah.
this
Hey.
one's gonna get some notice.
So
Wow.
what I'm
wow.
gonna do also, like I'm gonna have we are connected, and one of our former guests have or FM radio. He's DJ and they on the program directing board of one of the radio stations here, and I'm gonna pass this on to
Talking about
them, or I
mailman.
might have
Wow.
Weez, but mailman, yeah. So it's gonna be on 104.9 The Drop. We're gonna get it to them and
Wow.
get that on there for you, and try to get you linked up with them so you can possibly just start
Yeah.
submitting music to them. You know what I mean? Because that one's
Wow,
squeaky
wow.
clean too. So I mean, there's everything's
Yeah.
is ready to go. So
You sound
Yeah, man.
shocked. You sound shocked, bro. You knew you had a hit on that one. Come on, man.
yeah,
Well,
man,
well, you
that
know
feels
what?
good.
Well, you know what? Like,
That feels
I tell you-
good.
Yeah, man.
I tell you like this. I you know, when I was first talking to Hank, you know, I write from the heart. You know what I'm saying? So I had already had the idea for the track. And like, no rappers use that track, mind you. You know what I'm saying? No rapper use that track. So you know, because of my knowledge of music and you know, dating for some time, I'm able to dig in the crates for stuff that haven't been used before. So when I found that, I know this was a bop, and I hate to say who it was, but you know, if y'all don't know it, but yeah. So I, you know, once I okay, I said this is the one, and I kind of wrote naturally to it. You know what I mean? Which is kind of like love, and it is about love, and it's not the basic jargon like I'm in the club, you know what I'm saying? We popping bottles,
Right.
and, you know, shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
This, that, and the third, you know what I'm saying? So that's
I can
the
play
only
this in
thing,
front
like,
of a grandma.
Yeah,
Grandma
you play,
can bop
oh,
to
no,
this.
play
without a
this at a
doubt.
wedding reception. Easy.
This barbecue.
Now,
This
let
is
me-
barbecue music.
Barbecue.
Now
wedding
here's what threw me
reception.
off. So I'm glad I got y'all to talk to about this. I have never pushed a record yet. You know what I mean? But like I'm affiliated with some of the clubs in Atlanta. I'm in ATL, some of the top clubs, and they have been playing it in there. But like some of the DJs there, they were like, you know, I could hear it barbecue, I could hear it family reunion and this, then the third, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I want it, you know what I mean? You know, it should play in the club. Like it can play in the club
I would
too.
play it in the club.
You know what I'm saying? But see, but I feel like because of the topic is really talking about real life, real love, that some of them was like, you know what I mean?
No,
Like,
because you have your grown and
yeah.
sexy clubs, you have your R&B nights.
True.
You still have all of those nights without your ratchet clubs that'll still play this.
And then let me throw this out there. It's like tell
That kind of
them
threw
DJs
me off though. I was like, you know,
tell them
maybe
DJs when they get in there early before you get into they real deep in they set. Play that early while people just getting there and they sitting there getting their little drink on.
Get the vibe going. Yeah, man.
Introduce them to it like that. Then pretty soon one of them gonna be like, hey man, why don't you play that? In prime time. You look
across the tables,
but I mean,
you
I
see
totally,
heads bobbing and fingers snapping.
Oh yeah.
That's what I
And
always
I mean,
look for. It's like,
and I definitely feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's, that it can be a hit. I believe it, because I believe like the people that's really going through these experiences, they'll love it. Teens that's going through that love the first time, I saw your face, and people, you know what I mean? And be mine, they'll love it. People getting married, people, you know what I'm saying? So you know, whoever has those feelings will really relate to it. So
you checked all the boxes on this one, man. It's just
wow.
Now, in that settlement on all that, candidate law said at Stingray, let's work, brother.
Yeah, I seen that.
Who's that?
And look, what?
So candidate law is one of our season 1 guests. He's a beat maker, and he want to work.
Big supporter. He doesn't miss an episode. He doesn't miss an episode either.
At all.
Nah.
Wow.
And loves to talk about food and hip hop.
What was I telling you about before the show? I was telling you, like, you know, there's a lot of synergy that's happening. You know, we're small but mighty. We're building, and you know, it's dope to have, you know, an artist like yourself, you know, and you bless us with something like this. This is great, man. It's awesome, man. I mean, you got a
so
class
you think that
on your
one
hands.
goes too, huh? Oh yeah, wow.
Classic. Yeah, okay. I'm telling you, man. I said it. I mean, because I'm gonna like, I've got a ton of graduation parties that I've got to DJ coming up, and I'm gonna be playing that. So like this,
wow.
I'll let you. I'll even email you, give you some feedback, and like, yep. Like the youth is fucking with it.
I'm going to play this.
People's fucking with it.
When we get done, I'm playing.
Yeah, man.
Like I said, I'm check this
there
out.
It is, man.
Wow.
I know she don't like all.
Well, let them know, man. It's available. All they gotta do.
It kind of sucks, man, because like you just played that song, and now we want to play another song, but shit.
Like, run it back.
It's one of those moments. You know what I'm saying? Like
that should have been.
Is your next song on topic?
Yeah, I mean,
wow.
So check this out, man. Here's the link again to go directly to the page. I'm putting
your next song might be dope as fuck, but everybody was like, yeah, it's all right.
Click on that. Click on that. Unbreakable.
Oh shit.
Support. And look, there's even free music. There's no. It's only 99 cents.
Free 99.
Well, all of that other stuff, is on stream. All of that other stuff on there is on streaming. So y'all can just go to Spotify. You know, which
all you gotta do is just click
on that
these links.
Spotify or click on Pandora,
click on any of these
Apple.
links.
Click on Tidal, and you can just go right to the streaming for all of that. But
done. You just got some money. You made some money today, bro.
Wow. Cool. But the thanks. Tell her thanks. You know, appreciate y'all, everybody. And but the new records, the Unbreakable and Be Mine now is all direct. Everything going forward is gonna be direct.
Cool.
I'm tired of getting robbed.
There it is.
Man.
Richie said, bet on Tidal, I can play you on all my DJ streams. So let's.
Wow. Cool.
Shout out Richie.
Yeah. Wow.
There you go.
It's been very, very interactive. We always have good interaction, but I think, you done broke our algorithm with this joint.
Can I go ahead and say this as a B-Boys underground host? Out of all of the songs that we've played, and this is no knock to any artist because I love all of our guests, I'm going to say you have a top 5 song played on this show right here, right now.
Wow.
Absolutely. Richie D, one of my brothers, he is a DJ on Twitch and a streamer. Okay. He's since it's on Tidal, he's got you. He's going to start DJing and start playing you in his sets as well.
Wow. Cool, man. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, that like I said, that Be Mine, thank you to all of the, everybody. And I didn't see that coming. Like I said, I was thinking that I was getting ready to go back in the studio and maybe do a new record. You know what I mean? And maybe I was gonna let Be Mine sit, but I don't know, man.
Ooh,
it's seeming like
break it.
I think I'm gonna have to,
now
you gotta break.
I'm probably gonna. Yeah. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, and then like Ness said the same thing. Ness was like, "That's Stingray." Ness, he said, "Hey, Stingray, I think this is the one you need to be working on right now, Stingray. This is the one." That's when he said the exact same thing.
Send it to him so he can blast out to the DJs.
He got it already. He got it. He got it. He told me I need to, because I guess maybe Unbreakable is number 7 in the in the top 30 right now. I think he's pushing. Hopefully it's pushing up a little higher.
Waiting before you drop the next one. So that way you can dominate that chart. Come back with the next one.
He was trying to. So
I heard you.
Maybe
Boogie.
that have to do that one next.
Nah, man, like seriously, and that's what's beautiful about
Gas face.
you know these platforms. Yeah, someone. So
I heard.
and nah, so, yeah, I think that was a phone though.
I
That
think
just
it
hit me
was.
funny though.
Yeah.
But nah, anyway, man, I'm sorry. I'm an infant.
Wow.
I'm a child. I like having fun. Look, man, like you gotta live life, man. Like you gotta live life and have fun. Like, you know, you can't have the screw face on all the time.
No,
But
no, absolutely not.
yeah,
Kenny
man.
Chan,
Wow.
we ready. Don't sit on it. They see. They look.
Yes.
They want you to put it out, and that's in London. So you already know he gonna go tell somebody. In
And
London
he's a DJ.
And
He's a DJ,
He's
and
gonna
he's going to
remix
start
it.
playing it too. So
in London.
Wow.
London.
I'm gonna put.
So
I'm
look,
gonna put it. I'm gonna put it in Third Finger Record Pool tomorrow. I'm gonna put that joint on there and see how
There it
we
is.
get some feedback on that too.
So check this
Wow.
out, y'all.
Okay, cool.
B-Boys Underground is your one-stop shop for underground hip-hop that's fucking y'all missing out on. If y'all want to make sure that you always have something fresh and new in hip-hop, because hip-hop is absolutely not dead. It's just these record labels that are controlling the narrative and not giving you all. And it's been like that since the beginning of time, because what was the rule number? That
Record labels.
Tribe told us.
80.
Right. Correct.
Yep.
So we've known that since the beginning, and it's been mob run. It's been like, you know, it's been ran like the mob, and like they've got it on lock. They've got lawyers and all types of contracts and ways to get money and take your money from you. So as an independent artist, when you don't have that machine and that big Goliath of machine behind you, you know, got places.
And that's
so
why the support. Yeah, good. Yeah.
No, I was just gonna say support small streamers, small, you know, content creators, because this is where the true art is, right? So again, we thank you all, but also if you enjoyed this show, please hit the follow, the likes, and subscribes on YouTube and on Twitch, please. And you know, spread it out, spread the word, man. We're at 28 episodes.
Did
Next
you just
week,
use an accent?
Yeah, he did.
I did.
YouTube?
I did do YouTube.
What the
I
fuck?
got it too. I did.
Yeah, I was like,
Nah, so like, but no,
I'm
I'm just saying, like, you know, I mean, please, by all means, spread us out, like, because you know, this is the only way, you know, that good music and you can actually make an impact and help somebody's career. Please help Stingray by spreading out this episode, like, yo, because you have been an awesome guest. We appreciate you. It's been a great episode, and just thank you, and everyone. It's been Stingray, y'all.
Man,
I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate the opportunity, man.
Are we going out on that track?
I guess we're gonna have to, man.
Hey, hold on.
What,
Let's get a drop from him so we can tag this. So when this blows up, we want to know everybody came. We want them people to hype the fuck out of it. So yeah, can we get a drop for B-Boys Underground, G Fresh, Big Weeze, and Ghost Boogie?
All right, let me see if I can put this together. Hey man, it's your boy Stingray, First Kings Entertainment. I want to give a shout out to B-Boy Underground Podcast with the homie G Fresh, Weeze, and the homie Ghost. You know what I mean? I need to do that again. Ghost Boogie.
Yes,
you know
you
what I
do.
mean? Do that again.
What that clipboard with
Let me do it again.
it's Big Weeze.
Run it.
It's hard,
Hey,
you know what I mean?
Weeze is fine. I don't give a damn, bro.
Oh, okay.
No, wait. No, Weeze. Did I say that right? Right, Weeze?
Where the
Big
little
Weeze.
Yeah.
Big Weeze.
You got it. You was close.
Okay.
One more time.
All right, let me try to. Yeah, so okay, I got you.
You got it.
Hey man, it's your boy Stingray, First Kings Entertainment. I want to give a shout out to B-Boys Underground, the homie G Fresh, the homie Big Weeze, and the homie Ghost. It's hard to do this. It's hard to do this.
Well, we got our blooper reel now. One more time.
It's almost me.
One more time. I'm going Ghost Boogie first. I'm going Ghost Boogie first this time.
There we go.
So that way,
We're live, y'all. We are live on this.
We live doing a drop. Let's go.
you know what I mean?
You got it.
Hey, yo, it's your boy Stingray, man. First Kings Entertainment. I want to give a shout out to B-Boys Underground Podcast with the homie Ghost Boogie, the homie Big Wiz, and the homie G Fresh. You know what I'm saying? Get up on it.
Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
Well, we can chop it together.
I think that would that would work. I think that would work.
Perfect.
I think that would work.
And then look at that. Look at that. And then Becca Poo.
It wasn't. I was wrong. It's Big Wiz, right?
No, it's fine, bro. It's fine.
Huh?
It's fine.
Wait.
No, we got
no, it's got to be right. I can't do
man,
it if it
we
ain't
good,
right.
bro.
Wait.
Hey,
no,
you know,
if it's
you know
not
what?
right, I can't do it.
It's Wiz.
Big Wiz. I said Big Wiz. Did I say Big Wiz?
You said Big Wiz. You said Big Wiz.
Hey, believe it or not.
No.
More than likely.
We gotta go. We're going again.
Fresh calls me Wiz.
Here we go.
Once a night.
No, we're going again. We're
Do
going
I?
Bro, yes.
Well,
okay.
It's on tape, I believe. You got it.
All right. Hey man, what's up? It's your boy Stingray, First Kings Entertainment. I want to give a shout out to B-Boy Podcast. B-Boy Underground Podcast. Okay.
B-Boys.
All right. B-Boy Underground. B-Boys.
Yeah.
B-Boys Underground Podcast.
You got it.
Okay.
You don't even have to say podcast.
Hey, man.
B-Boys Underground.
Okay. Hey man, it's your boy Stingray. I want to give a shout out to B-Boys Podcast. B-Boys Underground Podcast. You know what? I think I'm gonna have to do this shit on
man.
and just send it to y'all, man.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm gonna do it.
Funnier and funnier.
I'm gonna do it and send it to y'all. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do
Yeah,
it
I mean,
myself and send it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No
because
problem,
I'm
man.
screwing this up now. I don't wanna. We're being ran over time.
Hey,
Because
hold
when
on.
you trying to
There
do
is
some shit like
bro.
you get
You
tongue
know how
twisted,
the
I mean,
bloopers
Right.
work. Once you start laughing and fucking up, it keeps. So
when you don't
that's-
have when you don't have
that's-
shit memorized, when you don't have shit
Yeah.
memorized, this is what happens. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, there ain't no
Listen,
time limit, man. We
We good. We
go as
good.
long as we want to
Look,
go.
we appreciate
I'm gonna do
we-
the drop and then I'll send it. I'll send
All right.
it.
Better
I'll
work.
send it.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right,
Well-
y'all. So check this out. We're gonna go out on this song. So check this out. We're gonna go ahead and say shout outs. Stingray. Shout outs. Who you want to shout out?
All right. Hey man, I appreciate everybody, you know what I mean, out there that came in to that chimed in with us and on the the B-Boys Underground Podcast. You know what I'm saying? It's just a pleasure to have the opportunity to connect with you all, and hopefully I'll be back to see y'all sometime soon, man. Stay
You
good.
absolutely will be back. You are welcome anytime, fam. You hit us up when you got anything, when you have anything that you release, please hit us up. And like you can pull up and drop an exclusive on us. So please, all the time,
Absolutely.
you're more than welcome anytime, family. Much love
All right,
and respect
appreciate
to you, fam. G
All right.
Word
Dash
up.
Fresh.
Shout out Cincinnati in the house. B-Boys Underground. Still doing our thing. Episode 28. Appreciate you, Stingray. Appreciate you, Big Weed.
Yes, sir.
Ghost Boogie,
All right.
all our fans checking in. Y'all
Yes,
know
sir.
who y'all are, man. Y'all been very interactive as usual. Shout out to the wifey, the loved ones, family. Got you. Rallo.
Rollo, yo. Big Wiz.
That's it. Big Wiz. Hey, you know what? You know what?
I'm weak now. I'm weak.
Love you, bro. Love you, bro.
Yeah. Shout outs to you know what? I'm gonna shout out all the Oklahomies tonight. Hopefully everybody was safe. I know there was a bunch of hurricanes that just ran through Oklahoma this past week. My father's in Oklahoma. He had one go right through his backyard within inches of his house, and luckily it missed him.
Wow.
Yeah.
So big shout out to everybody in Oklahoma. Hopefully y'all are safe out there and doing well. And then, of course, shout out to the usual suspects. I tune in with y'all every week.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to us here at B-Boys Underground. Shout out to the big brother Jazzo, of course, making a lot of things happen for me right now. I'm sorry, tornadoes. Sorry, not hurricanes, but tornadoes through
I
Oklahoma.
was a hurricane in Oklahoma. I was kind of
Shout out.
I was-
And
I
shout out
was
to the
gonna
family,
roast you.
the kids, the wife, the usuals. Let's do it.
All right. Yo, check this out. I want to give a big shout out, of course, to all my usual suspects and Oklahomies and everybody that's been tuning in. Much love to each and every single one of y'all. I appreciate y'all. I want y'all to know that the usual suspect sesh will be going on tomorrow night, but not with Boogie. Boogie's not going to be there. I'm not even going to tap in and like from the hospital or anything. I'm just going to be like, no Boogie. So it's a completely no Boogie sesh tomorrow night, Thursday. Tune in right here on this Ghost Boogie channel and on the usual suspect sesh. But I want to say thank you all so much to all the B-Boy Underground family as well. And again, big shout out and thank you to Stingray. Please make sure you follow him on all platforms. And for all my DJs, all my digital content creators, tag this song. Create a TikTok, create a reel. You know how songs break nowadays is by TikTok reels, right? So look, what I want y'all to do, here's the B-Boys Underground Challenge right now. If you've got any type of social media platform whatsoever and you're a content creator, I want you to show and make a feel-good content reel. I want you to do that. I want you to use this song, tag this audio, and tag the homie Stingray, his IG account or whatever, his TikTok, all of it. Tag it. Help this go, because this one's the one. I like this one. I much love each and every single one of y'all. So what I want y'all to do, what I always say is this: through the cancer, through the COVID, through all the challenges, you got to keep positive. You got to keep pushing. You got to keep persevering. Much love to each and every single one of y'all. I'm Ghost Boogie. Y'all split that. We out. We out. We no race tonight. We out.
All right.